Hi everybody, welcome back to Materia D&D, where we continue to play D&D our way, and Jones is looking absolutely adorable on the camera.
Gotcha.
Welcome back to part 2 of session 134, where the Menagerie have stopped the ritual of Aristotar's vengeance, but in stopping it have set it loose. That's where we're going to pick up, because I don't think there needs to be much more detail other than that. So, yeah. Inside the Loran Manor. What are you guys doing?
What levels control weather?
And isn't it only a druid spell?
See,
I maybe.
it is.
Hey, we might meet a druid. We know a
We
druid.
did know a druid.
I mean, okay, sorry. In Materia, it's technically also a nature-driven cleric that can prepare spells from the druid spells.
Ah.
And
Hey, I know one of those.
And a certain type of Magus Chief, maybe? I'm actually not sure.
too high level. Way too high level.
Oh, that's true. It's 8th level shit.
Yeah, way too high level.
But I was going to say, because, yeah, it's even a transmutation, which I think is one of the schools, right? So, yeah.
Yep. Okay. So, but
Uh,
yes.
so, yeah, so I don't. So we need to either. So we need to. We need to warn. I mean, Tabard, I guess, is the one we would tell. And then we need to get over there as fast as we can. Maybe chase it along the way. But as far as here, I mean, we need to make sure these three assholes don't try and fill the vacuum that Maxime had. His absence creates, which is why like we should try and get Scoot to kind of manage that. But you
Yeah,
guys, I'll look at Mole and and be like, and you guys could kind of help with that too, right?
that's what we would stay for. Make sure
Perfect.
that, well, our initial.
That's like your whole deal, right? Like it's literally your whole deal.
Exactly.
Okay.
We've we've taken away the head of tyranny and corruption and occult, which is a bonus, I suppose.
And if
And
these three are smart, which I trust they are at least smart enough to know what's good for them, they can fit in a different way than they were before, I think.
they will need to answer for their horrible deeds, though, first.
Fair enough.
Like, we are not the law, but we will bring, no, the law to them.
Yeah.
Real quick before, because we did this a little bit off camera, jumping over to the Carver map. I actually don't know what's on what layer because it is just a mess on my screen, so I'm waiting for it to see on the stream. All right, Deanie, if you can pull over, yeah. So this is the map. This T-looking fort-like section that's meant to represent the shelf, and then each one of these bars is 100 feet up the mountain. This is the mountain itself, so I don't have any linear markings um, through the town. I think it's safe to say that the shelf is probably about 100 feet above the town. So to answer Sej's elevation question, not compared to sea level, but compared to what is around you, you are about 100 feet above everything else, and the manor is 40 feet on top of that, or at least the fourth floor, where you're at 40 to 50 feet. So if that answers your elevation or verticality question, there you go. Does that help, Donnie? Or
That does
Sej?
help. I'm gonna look
Okay,
out the
cool.
window and be like, I don't know about scaling from here, so maybe we look for any better ideas on how to get out. We should get out of here.
Yeah, I guess we can't just go through the front door. I mean, could we?
I mean, we could, I guess. About how long has it been since the last fight?
15 minutes, 20 minutes, 20
Hey,
minutes.
hey, what
I think
happened
20
to
minutes.
that Kemri guy? He was supposed to be like standing guard or something, right? Was he on the stairs? I don't actually remember.
Uh, you know, he said he would keep people from coming up. I don't know if he's stationed somewhere or if he's just I mean, he seemed that his persona was one of high regard and rank amongst the cult, so hopefully what he would say would work in our favor.
Got it.
Um,
Maybe we should ask if he can get us out of here. He might know of a better way.
that's a good eye. That's a good
I'll-
thought.
As
I'll go. I'll
a,
run and go get him, and then I'll run and go get him.
I
Okay,
got a backup plan if anything falls through.
very well. So you're heading to the stairs?
Yeah, I just assume he'll be stationed somewhere in like either
Yeah.
this floor or like the very bottom of the stairs on the next floor.
Yeah. As you approach the stairs, you'll see that he has set a couple sconces with candles leading up to like large sconces, kind of giving the illusion of ritual shit going on. Don't come up here. And he is kind of standing like on guard. He hears footsteps, looks behind him. He's like, "Oh,
Yeah, it's me. It's me.
I heard clamoring and banging. Is everything okay?"
Yeah. Do you think you could step away for a couple minutes? Like, do you think there's any risk of anybody coming up?
I mean, probably not. It's been
Yeah, just real quick.
Everyone
there's
that's
a
directly-
lot to show you. Couple minutes.
okay.
And we may need a way to
Um,
get out of here, so be thinking of that.
Out of here shouldn't be too difficult.
Oh, perfect. But yeah, just so we can catch you up. Come on.
Okay. So yeah.
So yeah, like
As
on the
well.
way, like even just to save him a little bit of time, we'd be like, yeah, so that ritual, we interrupted it by breaking that dais. That's probably what you heard, us breaking the thing in the room over here. And then as
Interesting.
we...
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and by the way, this was Maxime. Yeah, then once we get back, like, yeah, Maxime turned into this big gross thing and had some weird stuff going in his guts, and so we gutted him, and now these guys are gonna have to stick around and pay, but we're gonna get out of here. The storm is untethered, and I'm just gonna kind of, word vomit all the, get him up to speed on it.
You mentioned storm. Interesting, the storm.
Yeah, breaking
So-
that ritual seemed to set the storm loose, we think, and it might be heading northwest of here.
Okay.
So that's where we're probably gonna go, is trying to figure out what's going on there and how to maybe even stop it.
I may have some good news about the storm then being so close to Maxime as one of his guards. I believe it will only move in darkness at
Oh.
night.
Well, bad news is it's night right now.
Yes. It is not a natural storm though, so hopefully it does not. Well, it will not move with the wind.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, maybe it'll be much slower. Good.
That is all that I know. I did not realize that it would be set loose, though. Where is it?
Well, our theory, and by the way, I'm still on the old Carver page. I don't know if it.
Yes, I left
Ah,
it there.
okay, that's fine. The theory is that because they said it's like Aristratar's rage, and the only thing.
It's
Go ahead.
that is what I understand. It is
I mean, other than us, like, which of course Aristratar would be mad at us, but since it's moving away from us, we thought maybe it was heading to Whitlaw because there's a certain individual who stole something of great value from Aristratar some time ago, quite some time ago, that we know to be there. The Sovereign Luster, if you're aware of them.
of exchanges.
Real piece of shit.
He is implicated in this.
Yeah, he stole a precious gem from Aristratar's hoard many, many years ago.
That can't be worth all this vengeance, could it?
Well, funny thing is, that gem wasn't even Aristratar's to begin with. It was, belonged to kind of the spirit that created a lot of this stuff around here, including the mountain. Agni, you familiar with that name? The fox, the playful fox spirit?
The fox that bounds through the woods.
Yep. That one.
That's a fairy tale, a child's tale.
Yeah, I mean, lots of things sound like fairy tales at first, but a lot of times they have a little bit of truth in them.
No, I was put to bed as a child about the playful fox that bounced through the woods that calls the mountains home.
Yep.
You know this story, yes? It's a child's tale.
Go ahead and elaborate on that tale. Or
Uh,
just tell us, and we'll just all get our blankies out.
yeah. You guys look like
It
you're
is
pressed.
yeah, it
Snuggle
is
up.
getting to be
Yeah.
bedtime. So.
No,
read it.
in short, I haven't written out the whole thing. I can work on it if you want, but it is a child's tale. It is a story of a fox spirit that plays through the woods and is kind to strangers. That calls the mountain home.
So
But
does
as
the
it is,
fox have a name in this fairy tale?
no, not that I'm aware of.
So does the name Agni mean anything to you?
I'm sorry.
Fair enough. Well, that's the fox's name. Lives in that mountain.
So it's literal.
Well, I mean, it's a spirit, so kind of. I mean, I think it might also be an Elohi or some sort of like crazy, powerful, fundamental. Is that what's the word? I don't know.
Close. Don't worry. But yeah. But fascinating. Okay. Um, Getting you out will be no big deal. Explaining how this man is what he is, and
I mean, that's these two guys' job, in my opinion. Not to leave you guys
we.
with a total mess, but
Oh, thanks. No, we have Scoot and
right.
community care trust Scoot. Uh, but yes. So you untethered the storm, and it is heading to Whitlaw to go after the sovereign.
That's our best guess, anyway.
Very well. Whoever is proficient in insight, can you give me an insight check?
Sure.
I can't click the thingy. Can someone roll me a D5? Oh wait, I can click the thingy. I can just click on this. I got 21.
21. Nice.
Do the thing, Rock. There we go. Nice.
Oh, I'm actually having like warning connection errors and
Yeah, you were out of
Roll20.
Roll20 for a while, and now I see you Jones again, so that's good.
Oh, weird. Okay.
I gotta refresh for Jones.
Man, Jones is being super cute today.
Cute little guy.
Cute little chaos DM.
Refresh was worth it.
Yeah, right.
It's absolutely worth it. So what do we have? We have a 21, a 20, and a 16, a 23 and a 16,
And a
and
7.
a 7. Okay, got it. Karos and Rock, you will see that as you're having a quick discussion with Azil, and he is reaffirming that the storm was unleashed or untethered. His face kind of like he thinks of something. You see that like that thought form in his head, and he very briskly walks over to the window and looks out. I believe we have a problem.
What
And,
now?
who's got the highest passive perception? I think it's Al. I know it's
Or
Rock with his shield.
Right.
Rock with his shield.
Otherwise,
I don't have shield.
it's
Oh, you don't have
18
shield.
passive.
I don't have shield.
I have 18.
Okay, I'm just gonna give it to
19?
Al. Yeah, so it's Al. It's basically Al, Karos, and
Such.
Sej. You guys would pick up on this.
Fox was the evil one all along.
Swear to
No.
God.
Oh no,
No,
you
no, no.
disturbed Jones.
Oh yeah, sorry, Joe.
Oh.
It's like, and you wonder why he's a cranky cat.
Does that mean we have to make Zed dead?
Make Zed dead. You pick up the sounds of maybe some distant screams and Loud cracks of thunder accompanied, and heavier and heavier rainfall.
That
This
Look at the scope.
that doesn't sound good. We should be on our feet. I'm afraid I'm quite spent. I can't help much longer as far as magical means, but inspiration runs short. But we should help where we can.
we'll look at you and say, you have 2 hands, you have 2 feet. It's enough to get something done. What's going on?
If we're in the observatory, I'd be still by the telescope, and I wouldn't mind looking through after Carver brings that up.
Okay, big telescope or little telescopes?
We're sticking to the big telescope.
Big telescope. You see the storm rolling very slowly,
Okay.
and the telescope isn't good at looking down. So you
Mhm.
see the storm and you see it like gathering, and like, it's got that eerie Aristratar green glow to it. Oh, my headset's getting low on battery. Give me 1 second. I just beeped. Ugh. Okay, cool. The rainfall has considerably picked up from what you can tell. Like, it's almost to the point where you can't distinguish the difference between the clouds and the rain. It's that heavy
Mhm.
now. And you see like the
Yeah.
green getting kind of carried around in the water. And then that's basically what you can make out from the storm. So then you kind of head down and look out, and you see the side of the mountain getting like starting to get washed down, and there's like debris and like a mudslide coming, and you see strikes of lightning hitting around the area. You see people scattering and fleeing, and it's a natural disaster, or unnatural natural disaster.
Ooh,
You've unleashed a rage storm. It's raging.
it's mad. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it does not distinguish. It just does.
Think we could write at it with like the cloud write thing?
Skyrite?
R.I.T. I thought you meant like write an angry letter to it, like, please stop, sir.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, Al, like you, for the sake of like drama and visual, you see like there's a way to get like out to like a balcony, right? And
Mhm.
you kind of step out and you're like step out in the rain. You're getting soaked and you're like scanning out. And you grab like one of the like little telescopes with you. Kind of pull it out there and you're like looking down into the town.
Mhm.
It's kind of becoming chaotic down there.
Mostly rainfall, heavy rainfall, and mudslides are the.
And lightning strikes.
Ooh, those are actually hitting. Okay.
They are hitting ground and you see a person literally get zapped
Shit.
and they are dead.
Are there any fires from the lightning yet?
Roll me a d20 and
Mm,
declare high or low.
Putting this in chat. I call high.
All right,
bleh.
high is good then. All right,
I
yes.
rolled a
So you
2.
start to see smoke and burning oranges and reds in the distance as well.
Davis followed me with his telescope, and then we go outside on the balcony. Shit's breaking loose. Davis can see the fire, I'm sure. This is bad.
Yeah.
This is real
So-
bad.
Are we back to trying to figure out how to fight a storm cloud?
We're higher up than we were before, but I think we're still too far away.
What is
Let's-
that, CJ?
No, sorry, let them finish.
Okay, go ahead.
We're higher up than we were before, but I still don't know how to fight a cloud. Let's get back inside. Oh shit! And I would share with the party everything I saw: the mudslide, the lightning, the fire.
Okay. Yes, CJ.
I want to help those people,
Yes.
so I jump off the balcony and run.
Oh,
Sounds right.
All right.
We'll catch up.
Do
Be
you have your
safe.
cloak on?
No.
And it'll be just do whatever I can to shelter people, get people, if there's fires, try and, whatever I can do.
Yes. Okay.
Literally just running around outside. I'll yell at the storm too. You're like, is that me? Storm, I can take it.
Yeah,
Curse
okay.
you.
Real quick, are you wearing your thermal rider's cloak? I don't
I
remember
believe
if
I
you.
put it back on. There was something I couldn't attune to. Oh, the staff. I have it back on, but the staff. They're not the staff. They're broken into. So yes,
Okay.
the thermal cloak is on, and I'm.
So no worries about you jumping from a 4-story building. That's why I was checking.
Yeah, no, I'm fine now.
Whee! So this will be kind of a group check scenario, trying to see like what are your ideas or what you want. Ooh, that's what I mean, like random hiccups. Sorry, guys. That would hurt. Give me a second. That one actually really hurt. Okay, we're good. No, it hurts when I talk. Give me a second. Okay, hopefully that's better. So this is gonna be a first group check in a very long time. I need to open canvas. You guys be creative. You guys think you have lots of things at your disposal potentially for the night. How are you going to save as many lives, people, and things as possible?
So if that one ritual was giving the storm power, maybe there's something else that can sap its power. So I would mention that to the group and say maybe there's some information here that can help us figure that out. But I don't know what that would be. But I'll help.
Okay.
I'll help look around if we know what we're looking for, but I don't know what to look for. And I may look to like Eno and them say, what do you think?
Okay. Was anyone else got anything to add to that, or is that what we're running with first?
I was gonna after you.
No, go ahead. I was gonna and then hope to come up with something.
Just go on the
That's
fly.
my favorite superpower. I was gonna go straight for books. He's gonna start with the ones that are still bloodied, but he likes Davis's idea. He's gonna start searching through things. But he's gonna yell out first. I didn't catch what direction the storm is going. Somebody trying to figure that out so we can see people can move in the opposite direction. Maybe that's helping. I don't know if it's circling anymore. Just try and get a feel for that. And he's gonna be like reading
That's good.
titles of books and he's judging books by their covers and tossing them to the side like, what the fuck is this? Karma Sutra? No, get that. The
I'm
hell?
surprised you said.
That's for the parties
I
that
thought
are
you-
downstairs.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna pocket that one. Jeez, man. Okay.
Heavy.
No, you have room now. You gave me the rope.
Aha!
Yeah. So, all right. Interesting. Um, limited search to inside of this observatory.
Yeah.
Would okay. I'm
Could
allowing.
also look at the small telescope to try to like move it up and track where the storm is currently attacking, and if it's like just expanding across the city or if it's focusing in on anywhere specific, just so that either to help give him
Yep.
direction, or if it turns out we find nothing, that we know what part of
Yeah.
the city to like head out to.
Okay. So I'm going to give you this Karos because it is a storm and it is large. It is moving slowly and it's difficult to say if there is a safe spot. It basically covers Carver. You would have to sit there and watch for a while to see if it moves, which you can do if that's what you want to do. But it like a while means 30+ minutes to see if you notice any type of movement
I mean,
in a
technically,
direction.
with Know Your Enemy, he only needs 1 minute.
Oh,
Sure. Yeah, there we go.
That
There we
storm
go.
is definitely his enemy.
You have
You'll know
a
the
much
AC of the
greater
storm.
AC. Yes, your AC is much greater than the storm. It has no AC.
I
In
think I
fact.
could hit this thing.
Yes.
I will punch this storm.
I would say instead of necessarily knowing that looking and seeing how slow it's moving, then I guess I would just try to, instead of trying to analyze, like its movement patterns and stuff, I
Uh-huh.
would then just kind of see, is it, I know it's covering Carver, but is it like the lightning strikes would be easier to kind of like
Yes.
track? So it's like, is it pummeling one section of the city, or is it just all
Sure.
over everything?
Using a telescope?
Maybe like I'll pull it to the edge so I can like
Yeah. Look over the
take a
city.
look over, use that to look over the city and see what's damaged and on fire, but then like, you know, just look at the storm. You know, lightning's not hard
Okay.
to see.
Give me a perception check at advantage because you're using the telescope.
Okay.
And then, like again, I want you guys thinking. This is stressful. People are dying. People are fleeing. Things are running.
I don't know these people.
That's fair.
Not my
But
people.
what about the kobolds?
They're in the
They're
mountain.
in the
They're
mountain.
safe.
They're safe.
I like how you both are the same.
They're fine.
So as you're kind of
21.
21 total, as you're kind of looking through and observing, you start your pan on the city, and down in the gem dust and the soot flats, there's strikes, there's fires, there's people from it you could tell kind of fleeing. It's kind of hard to make out everything that's going on. You just based on the angle and everything you're looking at. But you also 360 it and or not 360, 180 it and look at the mountain, and you do see that there's like the face of the mountain is starting to run off because of all the water, and there's the trees that have long grown have started to slide. And you see miners starting to try to run away, and you with the 21 to over 20, you swear those lightnings are like directed at people.
Mhm.
Fuck you, and fuck you, and fuck you.
Yeah.
I will say Dregnar will probably follow Rock and do whatever Rock wants.
Very well.
I'm gonna follow the center mass of the storm,
Okay.
but before I ran out into the rain, I'm gonna clutch my uh prayer beads around my neck
Okay.
and use a charge of circle of power. And
Oh.
around me 30 feet, people have whoever's within 30 feet of me, if they like get struck or whatever happens, um they have advantage on saving throws against spells or other magical effects.
Yeah, it's a magical storm, so that makes sense. Circle of power. 10 minutes. Okay. So get quite a bit done in 10 minutes. Um.
So,
Hmm?
hey, can you fly me to it, Karos?
The storm?
Yeah,
Doubtful.
within 120 feet of it.
I mean, it's kind of everywhere, right?
But how like
Can
assume it's how high can you go? Can we get close?
I mean, the
You
problem
can drop me.
is
You don't have to fly me down.
if the Karos is like thinking like how a regular cloud, how high that would be. Would you say that having seen it and like stared at it with the telescope, he could tell if it's much lower than normal clouds to like us to like the point where a
No.
couple of 100 feet would be enough?
I will say no because I think like most clouds are like 10,000 feet in the
Yeah.
air. Yeah, and there's no way he'll get too close. It's not
Right. Oh, here, easy way to rationalize this calculation in my head.
yeah.
He looks at the cloud and then he looks over to the mountain. And is the top
Oh
of
yeah.
the mountain? It's above the top of the mountain.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, Rock. It's a bit out of my range. It's bursts of speed, not constant flight.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Hey, is the magic lady still around?
She's tied up with you guys.
I don't know. I guess I kind of ran off.
Oh, that's right. No, you ran off. That's right. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, it's you and Dregnar that bounded from the building. Let me kind
Yeah,
of group you guys on the map then, so I can
that
remember
would
who's.
the thing that Karos would have definitely been a message.
Yeah.
I'll
Alright,
send a message
so
if I can to
Ron,
her. She can't fly. She make me fly.
let me just kind of group people real quick. There you go. Can she make you fly? It is not on her spell list.
Oh, man.
Sorry. Yeah, not on her spell list.
Okay. I shall just continue to run and help you.
Okay. So, so kind of making this more of a theatrical kind of thing, so you guys can kind of think outside of just players and turns. Think of like actions over the course of the night. What would you guys be doing? Trying to help. So we have Rock and Drugnar as feet on the ground, trying to avoid getting struck by lightning, trying to avoid getting swept away by mudslides, getting people to find shelter. You
If
have
I find anybody unconscious, I'm gonna spend.
So is Sej down there with them, I assume, then?
I kind of just ran out into the rain to wherever the center mass of the chaos is, I guess, with just like the sphere of power, like
Right.
around me to help people not get struck, I guess. But that doesn't help people that were already struck. I would spend a spell slot if somebody's like dead, dying, not gone yet.
you to get out of the house, how much attention you would bring upon yourself. But people are panicking outside. But the panic would help with you just running through without people stopping you.
I
Because
also
the
don't
shelf.
have my holy weapon anymore, so I'm not glowing at least.
Yeah, the shelf is getting hit just as bad. So like it's not ignoring the shelf at all. In fact, there's like a strike that hits Maxine's house directly.
With that in mind, so with all this chaos, I'll point out, so I assume that at least the three of us are still in the observatory talking and frantically looking around and shit like that. I'll beseech the remaining three family heads and be like, hey, if you live here too, so if you want this to keep fucking up your town, then by all means just let it do it. But if you want to help, if you want there to be a Carver left for you guys to live in, then help us figure out how to stop this shit.
Okay. I don't think they're stopping this shit. I think there's getting people to safety. I
Yeah.
don't know if underground is best because of all this mudslides.
I'm already untying them. I'll be like, fine, do what you need. And if you fuck up, or if you try and fuck off and do your own thing or fuck around, you will see us again. But here, go do what you can.
Yeah, intimidation check.
Okay.
I'll give you advantage on it.
Okay. Natural 20 for
Nice.
28.
You've spoken the word of God to them, basically. You know, like, woo! Yes,
yeah.
of course. Very well. And they, Bragan and Umiko are much lower than Lady
true.
Valerie just because of their state, but they do head out. They start as you're like on top of the building, kind of looking out, and you see them kind of get into that. And they start like mustering different individuals that are within their families' houses or assigned to the guardship of the Tefra, and they're
Yeah, of
starting
course
to
they're
sort
only
of
gonna go
march
take care of Tefra people, but whatever, fuck that. Who cares?
at least for the time. You see them trying to. I mean, it's just happened, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Mole will. I'm not good here. What am I doing? What should I do? Do I join your friends out in the open and just try to rescue people.
Yeah, frankly,
I'm
I'm
just-
not that good up here either. I may be joining you down there and doing the same thing.
The only issue is the scale of what's going on. Are we gonna be, like I can dig somebody out of the mud, but that's a single person, 10 minutes. Like, I think
think
this
you're-
is gonna be a knowledge game.
Yeah, you're smart. You guys should take that angle. I don't help in that.
Also, Karos, I think you're onto something. There is
I
such
should
thing
I
as
should
an
dig
unwinnable.
somebody.
There is
What's
such thing as an unwinnable situation.
Yeah, it's about minimizing by spreading information and getting the best result out of what we can. People are gonna die. The more people that know where a good place to stay is, better than, as sad as it is, trying to dig out the people in the middle of all this going on.
Davis, you're still looking out on the balcony at this point, and you see, and there's a gathering of a few dozen Chefra people getting to the gate, and you see another gathering of a few dozen people outside of the gate, and they're coming to, not ahead, but they're coming to like meet each other. And there's a very metal individual that seems to be standing out in the front outside the gate.
My boy. I'm gonna go get him.
Wow.
So can I you know what? I'm just gonna climb down the building if I can.
Sure, athletics check. Disadvantage because of all the rain, though.
Okay.
It's like,
But
you may have your totem. I don't remember what it's at.
no, it's not that.
Okay.
Can I bravura myself since I'm at disadvantage? Yeah, I
Yeah,
am a
I don't-
I am a creature that I can see or hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can
I did get it
bravura
back.
yourself.
Yeah. You said it's athletics?
Athletics disadvantage, yeah.
24.
Yeah, it was a 20. So yeah, you without falling, you managed to. It's not instantaneous, right? It's a careful climb down. It's fast, but
Oh, yeah, it'll take a little bit.
It'll take a little while.
But like the whole
But you get
time, how far away are we? Like, is it like if I shout, would anybody at the gate hear?
Not over the
Yeah,
thunder and
fair
everything
enough.
and all that
Okay.
sounds.
But as soon
Like,
as I
I
get
wish
into
I had,
shout,
like-
yeah, as soon as I get into just like shouting distance, I'll be like, hey, Scoot, it's me.
Yes. I'm here to beseech the help of anyone here. Who's in charge now that Maxime is no longer? And then you see like some of the people on the inside of the Tefra, they're like looking
Maxime's
kind of
no longer?
confused.
Lady Estra and the head of Solomon and Ichi House are working with us to try and help get everybody to safety. So Scoot, we could use your expertise in getting people to the best places they could be.
High ground. Anything high, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
so if we can
to avoid
get
the
everybody
flooding.
up here if we can.
And
Actually,
you see, and Scoot like looks at his, the descendants of his once counterparts, and Umiko nods, and says, "Open the gate, get people in here, make room."
good man.
You spoke the word of God to them, so they are going to do as you said. Yeah, and as you're kind of up there now, the people that are at the gate, because you see like there's that hill leading down, that you do see that there is water already starting to build up, like in
The lowlands.
in the lowland. It's raining hard as
Yeah, I'll just run around yelling, everybody get to high ground, get to high ground.
well.
And if I see anybody drowning or struggling, I will go swimming after them.
Okay. So we need to break this up into some categories, right? It's like rescue efforts, then the physical.
Yeah.
Let's try to figure this out so we can have individuals do checks and kind of do group checks. So we have
Can I
rescue.
send a message back to Al?
Yeah, of course.
Gimme,
I'm
gimme.
like, oh wait, you have a flying thing. Where's your fox?
You beat me to it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to spend the first 10 minutes. I'll look through 2 books and be like, there's too many people out there, and then I'm gonna spend the next 10 minutes drawing chalk circles while Davis and Carlos are like talking in the observatory. As soon as the 10 minutes are up, I'll send Loon out on her own. She recognizes some of our friends, and she'll just listen to whatever they tell her.
You
So
have
that
in the Fruit Loop dimension? You can't pop her out?
I'm pulling her out of the Fruit Loop dimension.
Yeah, you don't have to cast a spell. Was she dismissed or was she I check it. It's been a while since I've looked at your spell.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah, I
that's how
don't
it
think
worked.
you didn't get
I dismissed
Well,
her when we entered town.
yes, check if with Find Steed, if you dismiss her, if it takes the whole effort to summon her back, or is it just like an action? Because she's not
The mount
dissipated.
disappears temporarily.
As long as she doesn't die, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so check that. Please.
Casting
I
the
thought we
spell
could
again
pop them in and
resummons the
out.
bonded mount.
They get to cast again.
I think so.
Okay. It might be different than with Find Familiar.
Yeah, it's
That's why I'm
different
just
from Find
checking.
Familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was kind of the same. Okay.
No.
I need your fox.
But I was willing to spend
Okay.
the 10 minutes, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna
got
do
it.
that. And anybody who is left in the room with me, I guess Karos and his name says Elspeth, so I keep forgetting his real
Eno.
name.
Eno Goija.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'll let anybody else in the observatory know that keep searching through the books. Don't spend too much time on the covers. There's a whole nother library by the ritual circle if there's nothing useful here. I'll be back with y'all in 10 minutes, and just I'll walk 2 feet away and start drawing the circle and doing all that stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. So with that, it takes a while, but 10 minutes pass out. It's the most frantic handshaking, second guessing yourself while drawing your circle,
The circle
humming
is
to
shit.
yourself, trying to like calm yourself, but eventually it completes. You sing your tune to coerce the essence and the soul of Loon to emerge in her foxy winged form, her Azerlith form.
Perfect.
She listens to you. Ah! And then
Just
just
like-
flies off. Are you jumping on her back, or is she going?
She's on her own. I've got to read some books.
Okay.
I've told her. Sorry, I've told
Yeah.
her to look for party members. Do what
Yeah,
they
understood.
say.
Very well. Okay.
When she gets to me, I just want to ride her up. I know it'll take a while, but up.
I mean, if she finds you, Rock, go ahead and roll me a d20. Declare high or low, and that's if she finds you.
Let's go high. And I'm rolling. I got a 12.
Both? Alright.
Nice.
It will take a while because it's on the low end of high, but she will eventually find you. So we're going to say maybe about an hour will pass before she finds you, okay?
She helps out like Davis and some other people first.
Yeah.
Eventually finds her way over.
I'm busy in that hour helping you.
Oh. So, alright, so far I can think of like rescue efforts would be like physical, persuasion of people to listen to the call, calming down people. Anything else that kind of comes to mind that would be like in a situation like this?
I mean, delivering first aid to those who need it.
Sure. Okay, first aid. And then locating safe locations.
Yeah.
Location of safety. Let's say of safety. Location of safety.
That's a big one.
There we go. Okay. Hey, this is getting good. All right. So Scoot and with Davis, they've the shelf is open.
Hell yeah.
People from the militia of the trustees and the leadership of the trustees, as well as Scoots and the people that he's rallied, are going back into town, trying to save folks, trying to get people. I will give you one obvious point of safety, which is the second floor of the Dusty Pick. it's a metal building. It should be fairly safe. The shelf should be also safe. Now, not counting lightning strikes, right? At this point, I need all of my players to give me a d20. It'll be a cumulative. It's just a d20 roll. It's a chance roll. We'll see how aggressive the lightning strikes are in this first hour. So, can I get all of my players to roll me? And I have to add this up.
Alright, D20, don't fail me now.
Nice.
I believe.
Don't
So
look
we
at me. I only made 4 lightnings hit.
Is that better, good or better or worse? I don't know.
You don't know yet. I
He's-
haven't.
He
Ruh-roh.
said he was adding it
11.
up, so that's what
Yes.
made me.
But maybe then he's
feel-
Yeah, but
subtracting it
am
from a
I-
number.
Am I? Yeah, exactly. Am I subtracting? Am I doing these? Am I doing this?
We're slightly above average, I think.
So right now
managed?
we have 24, 34, 42, 52. Alright, shit. 52.
42.
42, 42. Yeah, 42.
42,
Alright,
yeah.
who am I missing? I'm missing
Rock.
CJ.
Oh, I'll do
Rock,
Ragnar's.
Rock, and Ragnar.
Okay.
Sorry, what am I rolling?
Just a straight
Just a
D20.
single
We're just
D20.
adding up. So
So
49,
Ye.
13.
13.
52, so
13.
almost actually exactly half, or exactly average.
So 50.
Wow.
52. Because
52?
it's 10 and a half for...
Oh yeah, yeah. So 52. I'm not gonna reverse math you. Yes, there's 52 strikes in the first hour of
Shit.
that you see people get barbecued.
Way to go,
No.
Davis.
They were all assholes.
Yeah.
It was all, they were all 18
was all
were from
those-
those, yes, exactly,
It
from
was
those
that
assholes
whole
outside of
group
town.
of guys that
Oh,
you gave the
shit.
platinum to.
That's right, I'm gonna
and
go
the
pick up the platinum off their
conducted.
body. Yeah.
I would like you to venture again, not crippling losses. This is just lightning strike, but the estimated population is 3,300 people here. So, people are dropping, and then there's also the drowning and the separating and this. I just want to do lightning strikes. Okay, since and now I need everyone, for the sake of it, roll me dexterity saving throws.
Can I
If you
use-
roll a natural 1, no, you cannot.
Okay.
If you roll a natural 1, you are struck by lightning.
Myself included, inside the observatory.
Oh no, yeah, sorry. If you're inside, that's right. Anyone that's outside for the first hour.
Good luck, y'all.
Yeah.
Is there any way I can get hit by lightning over others?
Should I roll
In
for
this case,
Loon?
no. Yes, Loon is outside, so you need to roll for. And Pebble is outside, so you need to roll for Pebble. Unless if Pebble stayed, I don't know, but I think Pebble would be following you.
Pebble can't help. Gone. She is in the Fruit Loop dimension.
All right, Pebble's Fruit Loop. All right, we'll just
Mark.
put her down over here. Boop.
Plus
See, I'm
2.
there.
There's a storm in the Fruit Loop dimension. It's a storm of milk.
Ooh, this is strange. I don't know how I feel about it.
I like this.
I am uneasy.
And yes, even with those low deck saves, neither one are natural ones.
Okay, so no natural
Oh,
one.
we're doing dex saves. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm good.
So,
Alright.
I rolled a nat.
I'm out in the storm, so I have to roll 2, right?
Yes, but you get the benefit of your aura.
I get the benefit of my aura. I get the benefit of my shield. I get the benefit of my my shield with my new feet.
That's true. Yes, so +2 or whatever it is.
To deck save or to
Yeah.
saves?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can add it to dex saves.
Oh,
You
shit.
can impose it.
It's against spells and stuff specifically, I think, but it is.
Okay.
Since you said earlier, it is considered a spell lightning natural event, whatever.
It's pseudo-natural, but it is a magical storm, so therefore.
Since I rolled a
Well,
nat 20,
So 11.
Okay, you're fine. What was that, CJ? Or
since I rolled
Rock?
a nat
Sorry.
20, can I save a life by saying they were about to get hit and I saw it and I dove and pushed them out of the way?
I like that.
Yes. Okay.
I'll take the damage. I hurts.
I mean, okay, you're taking the damage. All right, let me look at claw. Let me look at the spell real quick. Didn't think I'd have to. Storm of Vengeance.
40-10, I think.
Call lightning is 3d10. if that's
Yeah,
what it
but it's
is.
outside during a storm.
Oh, true. So it is 40-10, yeah.
Yeah, this is not like a true Storm of Vengeance. I just noticed. Yeah, it's not that. Okay, so yeah, it's Call Lightning. Just use Call Lightning as an example. I'm calling it a Storm of Vengeance. It is not the spell Storm of Vengeance.
Oh, that's a spell? I actually never heard of that.
Yeah, it is. It's a 9th level spell. It has like every turn round is a different like weird thing. Like there's acid rain,
Oh,
there's
wow.
choking smog. So it's 40-10. All right, so it's rock you take. Where's roll 20? Oh, there it is. $27. As you save someone.
That is the only damage I've taken.
Very well.
And you're down.
Yeah.
And you're down. You get down.
I will ensure that person that I just took a lightning bolt. Just safety, nothing else.
Very well. Cool. All right. So physical rescue efforts. Those of you that would be involved. I will ask for athletics checks, unless if you can come up with some other ways, sway my roll. Whoever believes that they're involved in physical rescue efforts, please go ahead.
I'll do anything but roll. 13 athletics.
Okay. So we got a 21 for Davis, a 12 for Dregnar, a 13 for anyone else involved? Oh, I guess it's roll for
Mole.
Luling because she's involved.
Oh, wait. You said Mole involved?
Oh yeah, Mole would be involved. That's right.
And Luling?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Mole gets an 18 then. He's strong. So, 8. I'll give him a importance for an 18 plus whatever it
18
is.
plus?
Awesome.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so big success. And then Al, roll for Lumen.
Right.
You can, if you want to, you can do athletics, or like if you, like I said, if you come up with something different, let me know.
Could she be circling, surveying, and calling out when if she finds people?
That works. Yep, that works fine. So you can give me a perception check with whatever benefits you
Ooh,
normally would get.
let me help him, since I'm still manning
Ooh.
looky glass.
Oh, interesting.
I'll like call out
Sure,
groups
I'll
of
give it
people and be
advantage.
like,
Yes, I'll give it advantage to that. So Loon can do it with advantage. Because Karos would relay the information to you, and you would relay the information to Loon. And
Nice.
like a little telephone. I like that. Cool.
It was good. Thank you.
Nice. Okay. 1, 2. Sorry, what were the numbers again? We're missing something written. It was 21, 12,
13 for
13.
I had a 13.
13. Okay. So far, physical rescue efforts are going okay. You're not falling behind. People are still dying. And people are losing their lives, but it's not overwhelming at this point. Persuading people to follow / calming people down. Anyone involved in that?
Me. I was thinking I was gonna go to the door of the shelf because there would
Okay.
be like a giant wave of people coming through the door.
Yeah, for sure.
But I wanted to, since the prayer bead, the aura doesn't take concentration because I use the bead. I'm
Yeah.
gonna use my very last coveted spell slot
Oh, jeez.
for calm emotions. I'll like in one of my little handheld dangling like
It is
Sensor.
concentration, just so you know.
it is concentration. I'm just
So your
I'm
circle
not
would go.
concentrating on. It
No.
won't
The
go
circle
because
not?
it's a bead.
Oh,
the
it's a
bead that does it.
bead. Well done.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have like a 60-foot aura of calm emotions, just to make sure people don't trample over each other and more people die. You know.
Got you. Again, since we're doing cinematic more than mechanical, like it'll last for at least like the hour. You know what I mean? Like I'm stretching it. So cool.
Sure.
Go ahead and then give me because you're using a spell to do it. Give me a spell casting check. So your D20 plus wisdom plus proficiency to see how much of an impact it has on all the people and how strenuous it is on your being to
18 total.
keep the zone up. 19?
18.
18. That's still pretty damn good. All right. As you're out there doing that, with the 18, Lady Estra, who is very good at manipulating people, sees what you're doing, and she will also assist. So you can roll me another d20, Sej. Just straight, and I'll add her bonuses.
You got a 9.
9? Right. Because she's a... I'm looking at the twin sheet, sorry. Where is her sheet? Ah, I lost her sheet. Give me a second. Her bonus is plus 9. So you rolled a 9?
Yeah, her straight up D20 was a 9.
Nice.
9. Oh, hers is an 8. Sorry. So 17.
17.
Okay, yeah. So solid help. And you see that there's some other individuals amongst the shelf that are practicers, and they will also assist. So you have very few people getting injured as they approach the shelf. Nicely done. Good thought. Good thought. I like that. Cool. Okay. This is just the first hour. We have the storm. What else was on the list? First aid, and then later locations of safety. Who thinks they're competent and be willing to do first aid efforts, or is that just something that's getting skipped over?
I mean, Dragnar could. He's not proficient, but
You don't have to be proficient, you know.
yeah.
If we're doing one thing, does that eliminate us from others?
No, it just it puts a penalty on you for doing multiple things.
I mean,
There's literally nothing. Like it needs to be within reason. Like you can't be at the technically you could be at the shelf and still providing first aid. You know, like try to think of it. Like what would your main effort be? What would your other things be?
I mean, I would consider that to be part of what Ron was
Yeah,
Good.
that makes sense.
typically help people out there, right?
Yep.
So stay as
What?
necessary.
All right. Are you doing it? Yeah. Are you doing it in the medicine way, or are you trying to think of something else that you can maybe do it?
I have 4 low-level spells left that I would use to help the most dire cases.
Okay, that's a big
I can-
bonus. Okay.
I can just check all those off. 3 level 1s and level 2 heal. So I will use all of
Don't
those.
necessarily. You don't need to worry about checking them off, but that's something that I would consider in your role that you have it as a resource.
Okay,
So
I would
go
use,
ahead.
I would use it, and then just my general do with proficiency in medicine. Is that bonus I took?
Yeah, please. Go for it. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're the one that took proficiency. That's right.
So what am I rolling?
Message. And I'll add the bonuses for knowing that you have spells that you can use too.
16.
16. You have 4 spells. Go ahead and mark off 1 spell slot.
Okay.
And yeah, you're able to. You get to a point where you find a point like a shelter, like where there's like a natural elevated portion and a grouping of like 50 or so people are not stranded but have congregated here, and the water's rising but not up to where they're in danger of being flooded out. They just can't get anywhere, and there are some injured people, and you're able to assist with that, and you are kind of smoking and charring from taking a lightning bolt earlier.
Is it a decently safe area? Can we like a trash here?
I was gonna say you naturally found a safe location, so 1 safe location already found.
Okay, I will stay there as a first aider person until the.
Okay. So I'm gonna just kind of where in the gem dust should I put your token? You can kind of tell me anywhere. You can put yourself wherever. We can put you wherever.
What way was the storm headed? North?
I mean, it's again. I have to stress it is moving slow.
Okay.
Yes, I guess it would be moving kind of north.
Where's the tower that I jumped from?
Oh, all the way in here.
Like right here? Yeah, I'll just kind of say something else.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. So you made it all the way out to the soot flats. Cool. Sorry, I need to test me. Okay, cool. So then we have Dregnar out in the city somewhere near you. We have Loon just in the middle. We have Scoot at the gates. We have Dregnar, or Davis is at the gate as well? No.
Out here somewhere.
Where's Davis? Yeah, that makes sense. Get bigger, Scoot, damn it. We don't know where Willem is. Karos. Sej is at the gates. Al is here. Mole is with Davis, let's say. I'm gonna make his. There you go. And Eno is here. Okay, cool. This is actually kind of working decently, like I thought. I didn't think this was gonna work out in my head. Cool. All right. So, the last one would be points of safe location. Rock found one. I think obviously Loonload would be circling looking for one. Who else
I'll
is?
say Dregnar will do that.
Okay. So survival for Dregnar.
Yep.
Unless if you could think of something else.
Nope, just that.
Alright.
17 total.
Not bad. He is assisting in one thing, but even with that, he still manages to find a location. So we can just say like this right here, or where you had him. That's also a safe spot.
Okay.
Al, go ahead and give me perception checks for Loon, or whatever, however you think she would find a safe location.
Perception makes the most sense. I'm gonna stick with that.
Okay.
There. Let me check. 13 total.
13 total. With her assisting with all the other stuff, she's too focused. You can't find any good pockets of safety.
Okay.
So, well,
Every time she sees a
alright.
person, she focuses on that first.
Yeah.
You
That
know
brings
what?
up finding
While
a
this
good.
is while this is going on, so if I'm staying generally in the same area, I'm gonna during some of this I will just climb onto a nearby tall building, and having experienced storms at sea and knowing that lightning strikes high places, I'll just fucking jam the Redeemer into like a chimney or something, wedge it somewhere so that it's secure on a rooftop as a lightning rod, and then just leave it there. But I'll be around it for the time so that it doesn't like just disappear after a minute or whatever.
I understand. Yeah. I gotcha.
Like whatever. Once I'm in a spot, you know.
I'll keep that in mind. Okay. Cool. So, the first hour will pass or so, bleeding into the second hour. Because of the quick response and again, I'm going to call it the word of God, the calm emotion zone in the entries, the fact that you guys have found additional safe places and are taking lightning bolts for people. So far, it's not looking too horrible. There are definitely flooded and impassable sections in the soot flats and in the gem dust. Rock and your safe place, you do see some drowned bodies, getting kind of swept away by some of the water amongst the debris. Since you're in the soot flats, which are like the shanties, you're seeing a lot of those buildings, which are really temporary, just coming down. They're collapsing, they're buckling. You see the wood, the debris, the metal beat, whatever that were made out of, just start getting picked up and drifted away.
I have one level 2 spell
Okay.
left. if I see somebody that looks like they can't be saved within 90 whatever, I would vortex warp them.
Okay.
To safety.
Sure, you can go ahead and mark that off. We'll say that you do manage to save. You can insert who you save if you have an idea of somebody.
No, not anyone specific.
Okay. Cool.
Just anybody in dire straits.
I'm in a good mood. You save a little girl that's clutching onto her little kitten that's getting swept away, and you save her. I'm just in one of those moods.
Oh, that's adorable.
MVP.
The cat swipes at you.
Uh-huh.
They were both evil.
No. The cat is not evil. It's just in a panic mood, and you take 1 point of slashing damage.
The little girl suspiciously has dragon tail. Dragon scales.
Throw her
For
cat
a
into
time.
I'm kidding.
Did I just hear you claim that a cat isn't evil?
Yeah, cats are not evil. They are chaotic and mischievous and self-entitled and many other things. They're not evil. People are evil. So, nice. Cool. So, over the next couple of hours, y'all are continuing your efforts. After about an hour and a half in, Rock, Loon flies overhead.
Loon, take me up.
She makes a weird fox noise and she takes you up. Scree!
Yeah.
I would like to fly into the storm.
Okay.
She snaps her neck back at you for a second, but then proceeds to fly you up as high as she can.
Interesting. All right. So, how fast does Loon travel?
60? Let me check.
6 hours later.
No, not necessarily.
80
There's
fly speed.
80 fly speed. Okay. So, this is where it gets to be a lot of. This is gonna be dice rolling city. So sorry.
She would focus on being safe rather than fast.
Okay.
I don't think she would
Okay.
dash.
Okay. So
And I would focus on keeping her safe over me, because I need her. So, like,
Nope,
if we're
I
gonna get
understand.
hit by lightning or anything, I'm doing what I can to, like, take it.
okay.
Like,
Cool.
spreading myself out over as much as possible.
Understood. So safety over speed. So we said that a cloud is 1,000 feet up, right? More, but we're gonna really lowball this number because I want to see what you want to do. So while it is not a natural storm, so it's not like 10,000 feet up in the sky, it is still 1,000 or so feet above. So it will take the better part of 80 feet a turn going safe. It'll take you maybe about Danny, am I doing math wrong? Is it going to be like 45 minutes to an hour to get kind
To
of
go
up where
1,000
he
feet
wants?
with 80 feet per turn? That's 800
Yeah.
feet a minute, so no. That's not
Oh,
right.
800 feet a minute. Shit, okay.
'Cause it's 6 seconds a round, so it's 10 rounds per minute, right?
10 rounds. Oh, shit. Yeah, my brain was literally... I cut the 0 at the end. That's stupid of me.
It's
Yeah,
800 feet per minute.
Yeah, 800 feet per minute. Thank you. So it will take... We'll say with the winds and her flying safely, it'll take you a few minutes to get up there. So in that course of a few minutes, there's going to be 2 lightning strikes directed towards you guys. Since Rock is willing to take the brunt of it, he will take half the damage that Loon would take if she is to fail. Fair?
I like it.
Cool. Alright, dex save number 1 for the 2 of you.
It's like a free mounted combat feat.
So it's a
Right.
+2.
I got it too.
Okay. Alright,
Okay,
Loon
okay.
takes half.
Barrel rolls next.
Yeah, so Loon takes half, which would then half go to Rock. Rock takes the full. So we'll do the math. So 40 10. So
Does that mean Loon takes a quarter?
a quarter, yes. So Loon takes
6?
6?
No, 5.
5. Yeah, right out. Sorry, you're right. 5. And then Rock, you would take the full 22 plus another
11.
5. Yeah, 11.
Well,
Yeah. So
Okay.
33. All right. And as you're continuing to go up one more time, because it's 2 minutes of doing this, so another one.
Eh?
Sorry, it is what it is.
19.
All right, you save, so you take half. And what does Loon take? Oh,
I rolled a 14.
14. So she would take the full damage, but it's in half because Rock takes half of the damage she takes. So Rock, you take 11 plus 11, so you take 22. Loon takes 11.
Okay.
And now you are within the face of the clouds.
Okay, so I don't think this will much anything. But I have 2 level 4s, and I would use both to dispel magic, hoping to lessen the storm and chunks it away.
Interesting. Okay. Alright, let's look at something real quick. I like it.
And since it's choose one creature, object, or magical effects, the first thing I would focus on, if possible, as a magical effect, lightning strikes.
The lightning strikes.
Yeah, because they seem to be individually taking it more people than I can.
That's
Range,
interesting that
other
you're
damage
okay.
every time.
Okay.
So
So you have the correct assumption where you will not stop the storm, but you might be able to hinder it. So go ahead and roll me your first dispel magic. Okay. So,
yeah,
spell.
I don't roll anything. You want to roll like a
Huh?
there's no roll for spell.
Yes, there is. If it's the DC is
Oh,
equal to
right.
10 or higher, then I need you to roll me a spellcasting check.
Sorry. Yes, sir. Or you have to do one on. Oh boy. I rolled a 4.
So 4 plus your spellcasting.
10 plus. Yeah, so I guess I'm at level 4, so
So no. So it doesn't matter what level you cast it at because it.
yeah.
So it would be a flat 14. But what did you actually roll?
I rolled a 4.
A 4. Okay, so a 4 plus your spellcasting modifier for a wizard is 4 plus 8, so 12. So sorry, no, modifier plus 4. Okay, yeah. So you go and you get up into the face of the storm and you express yourself and try to push your magical will onto the storm, trying to buckle it and trying to subside it and mold it to your will, trying to weaken and dampen it. There seems to be no effect. But you said you're going to do it again? You're going to do it twice?
Yeah.
Okay, are you charging the lightning again? Or is there some other aspect of the storm that comes to mind that you're going to be focusing on? I kind of defer to you. I wasn't actually expecting it to be broken down into bits and pieces, but hey, you did it, so I'm running with it.
Yeah. It didn't work focusing on like an effect. I would just think of storm itself. But before I cast, I'd like to talk to someone.
Okay.
As we're getting, buffeted around. I have my book and my coral, and I'm gonna hold on to both and be like, hey guys, you're probably sick of me. You did good, but then it turned bad. Just want to help the people that don't deserve this. So I'm in the middle of the storm and it's bad, and I'm gonna cast my last spell, and then just hope that I'm more interesting than the people down there. If you can help, thanks. And if not, no, you made this mess. And yeah.
Sure. Because I like it. Caden and Yuna, both in echoing voices in your head, as well as another voice.
Collecting voices.
Yeah. Something that you met recently in a kind of sand and ink dimension. All three say, "Do your best." You can roll it
I'm
at advantage.
gonna stop for a second. Be like, hey, was okay. And then, yeah.
Have you activated your third eye yet?
I don't remember what that does.
It gives you all three of your, or all of the eye abilities.
No, not.
Cool. I'm gonna
Would
take the reins and say that it opens automatically. And you can see, because it gives you true seeing, you can see like the core, the something inside of the storm. And that gives you your advantage. So go for it.
yeah, none of us will ever focus on that. Okay. Good boy. I'm on advantage. Ugh, it went from a 2 to a 10. So 10's
10,
better than 2.
10 with bonus.
No, that just the roll was a 10.
Okay, 10. And you were focusing on just like the storm itself.
The core that I can now see.
Yeah.
Focusing.
Yeah. So as you kind of express your will with your other allies, bolstering you. Before I forget, go ahead and mark that you used your boon, and then it's gonna be the negative of it is that you can't use your third eye for a while. Feature, because you've overcharged it. And you see the core. It's not quite good enough to hinder and stop the storm, but with that directed attention and that gaze, and there's, hey, look, 3 individuals, 3 eyes, one for Buno, one for Cade, and one for Jeet. I don't know. I like to think way outside of the box. Yeah, you impart your will, and there is retaliation by the storm, where multiple lightning strikes will get struck towards you. And you fall unconscious, and you don't remember what happened. Everyone else sees this stark, silent sonic boom-like effect up in the sky. There's not a sound associated, but you just feel this rush of air. The wind causing the rain to go from like vertically raining to like almost like horizontal. We're talking like more than 45-degree rain. And it draws all your attentions upwards. And then you see the retaliation of dozens of lightning strikes in one area. And then you see like a plummeting little smoking thing. And then briefly after that, you see this orange little fluff ball swoop and catch this plummeting thing and then swoop down. And Loon Loon is making a beeline for the shelf. And she is going to land, and Rock is going to roll off of her, protected by magics.
Will that protect?
You are.
If I get struck by many, I didn't have any hit points left, so like 2.
No. No, you're fine. I'm not killing you because of it. I'm just giving a visual, Your friends protected you. You are toasty and crispy and smoking and all that, but as you look up, barely conscious, you see that the cloud kind of has been dispersed, not eliminated. I think you stopped it for the night. And the rest of the evening, and then I would say you could say something, but eventually you're going to pass out.
I mean, honestly, if I'm on the ground, I'd like, who else needs help? I gotta do more. And I will go until I collapse, even if that's right then.
Yeah, you stand up, trying to get up, and then you start to collapse, and Lulu quickly sloops under you, catches you, and then lets you slide off, and you are out. 0 hit points, but stable. And as the rest of you kind of look up, you see like the storm. You can actually see through the storm, and you can see the night sky. You can see the stars beyond it, but you see like it looming and like circling, and very slowly it's going to reform. But Rock stopped it for the night. I think that's where we're gonna call it.